Hey guys, B Twice here. Today is Wednesday, June 23rd. We're going to take a look at SPY and QQQ to see where we could be going here in these upcoming days. So kind of just looking at all the price action we've seen in the last couple weeks. Obviously, we had our big drop from all-time highs, and either we have our bottoms either in or we have a little bit more downside coming. So to start going over the bull count, let's say the bottom's already in. We've hit the 23.6% retracement. So if the bottom's in, we actually have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're in a 5-wave impulse up to find our 5. So for the bull count, we'll see a retracement from this top, which we should probably still see a little bit more upside tomorrow, possibly even into Friday, and then we should drop. Now this drop for the bull count should only take us to about the 418 range, and then we'll catch support, and then we'll rally back to all-time highs because then we'll be in a wave 3. We'll catch a bunch of strength, and we'll go flying. Now, we could even go all the way down to test this trend line because the 61.8% retracement is going to be right around this uptrend line. So the bulls want to make sure that when we're doing our next drop that we hold that trend line. The bear count would mean that we're actually in a complex correction and that we won't cross all-time highs again. And the complex correction would be is that we have a zigzag down for W, and that we have and this wouldn't be a 1, it'd be an A, then a B, and then we have a 5-wave impulse up to give us our C, which we'd call X, and then we'll have another drop, another correction of some sort down. The bear count is actually going to give us a wave 4 bottom of somewhere between 410 to 404. So this is still very valid, just like the bull count is still very valid. We pretty much just have to play it by ear to see where it's going to go. Now, mind you, this high in the wave counts, and when you kind of really don't know where it's going to go, a lot of times it's good to play individual stocks, or if you are playing on the indices, use tight stop losses below known supports or trend lines because it could go significantly lower, or just make sure you have insurance and make sure you have hedge one way or the other, just because any given day we could have a blow off top and we could be heading down to this bear bottom, or we could just, what seems like a blow off top, go down to here, catch support just to rally back to all-time highs. So anything could happen, but I do think when we do hit this top, we're going to drop pretty quickly, and then it's just going to be a matter of do we catch support here to pop us back to all-time highs, or are we going to break right through it and go to this bear bottom? So time will tell, but definitely be careful at these levels. So let's look at QQQ. All right, so this one's not as clear to me of exactly what's happening. Tech has still shown strength. I was thinking that we were going to go lower a little bit ago, and then we just keep rallying higher and higher and breaking all-time highs. So it looks to me like we have a lot of extended waves happening, and that it's very possible that right now we're already back into another impulse, which it looks that way. We've popped up for a 1, we've pulled back for a 2. It honestly looks like we're going up for another 1. We're going to be pulling back for a 2, and we're going to have a 5-wave impulse up to give us this 3. We'll pull back for a 4, and then ultimately we're going to be going up for this 5, which finishes off this wave 3, which will put us in the 360 range. If the bull count is good and the bottom is in back here for this 4, um, and everything looks good, then, or excuse me, it'd be the bottom is in for this 2. If the bottom's actually in for this 2 and we're going up for this 3, then we should pull back, and ultimately we're going to be going to like the 380 range on QQQ. So serious upside from here if this count stands. Now, with that being said, we are at all-time highs, and we could potentially, if my count is wrong, and this purple 1, or what I'm calling the purple 1, is actually somewhere up here because I've counted wrong in my impulses right here, and this ends up becoming the bear wave 1 is what I'm calling it. If this is a bear wave 1 and we get a blow off top somewhere up here, we could be going all the way back down to 327. So with that being said, just like I said with SPY, you want to be super careful at these levels, but at least with QQQ, I do think that we are showing strength, and this impulsive structure probably should hold. So we'll probably get a little bit of some downside here, a couple percent drop, and then hopefully we'll catch support and head higher. Now, with SPY, if it ends up falling down to the low 400s, you better believe that we're probably going to be topping in QQQ and heading back down to this 327 range as well. So the bull count here likely stands if SPY just has a 3-wave move to the downside in these next couple days, and likely we'll just have a little small 3-wave move down as well. Or if SPY blows off the top and it comes down to 400, likely we're going to be staring at this. So at these levels, it's kind of concerning to play the indexes just because you kind of don't know exactly where it's going to go. If I was going to trade QQQ, what I would probably do is I'd wait for this slight pullback, and then I'd wait for confirmation of all-time highs, and then from there I'd probably take a trade. Or if I was already in, I would just make sure I was using tight stop losses. And if I blew beneath 340, I'd probably get out, because if I go beneath 340, very likely we're going down to 330. So play it safe out there. If you guys like these videos, go ahead and hit a like and subscribe.